Hello there, you're listening to the Box Office Show. I'm Ryan Hill.
And I'm Dylan Johnson. Today we're going to talk about the box office numbers from last weekend and our box office predictions for this upcoming weekend.
We'll also be talking about the latest blockbuster to send us to prehistoric times for some dinosaur action. Not talking about a Jurassic Park film. I'm talking about The End of Oak Street.
We've got some news at D23. The cast of the new X-Men movie, some of the cast, has been announced. Sadie Sink, of course, we knew was going to be in it as Jean Grey. Kit Connor, we had a very good idea and pretty confident that he was going to be playing Cyclops. And the rest of the confirmations are Indy Navarrete as Rogue, which is crazy. Christopher Abbott as Charles Xavier. Maya Boyd as Storm. Samara Weaving as Emma Frost. And Adam Driver as the villain Mr. Sinister.
There we go. I'm shocked they didn't pull him in for Magneto. He would be like a perfect Magneto.
He would be a really good Magneto.
But I guess we'll have to wait and see.
It's too soon to pull out the Magneto card, I guess.
I guess so. But yeah, we'll see if he's going to take on that mantle. But
that's slated for what, 2028?
2028, indeed. So we'll see, I guess, more casting announcements soon. But yeah, they're going to try and keep it a little more smaller in the founding X-Men for this first.
I think Indy Navarrete would not be in this movie had she not blown up with Obsession like 5 months ago. It's a crazy turnaround time.
Yeah, good for her.
Hollywood moves fast.
Set for life now, so yeah, what a year. In other news for D23, Doomsday tickets are now on sale, and they don't have IMAX, but they do have their new Infinity Vision.
Stupid ass fucking thing.
And then Dune 3 is also on sale as well. So Doomsday is for sure locked and loaded.
Those IMAX tickets were reselling for crazy prices. The 70
I've been seeing that, yeah.
$200, $300, $400. Crazy.
Absurd. Truly absurd. And then Zootopia 3 is in development. So sometime soon we'll see that. There's some other news. Bluey is going to have 3D animation for the movie.
Boo.
Coco 2, Miguel is going to be aged up.
Cool.
So he'll be a teenager. So they'll age up Miguel and Coco, but they still won't age up the family and the Incredibles. Don't make any sense, but all right. Yeah. And then we'll go to our box office breakdown for August 7th to the 9th. Spider-Man, Brand New Day with 144 million, meaning that it certainly retains the top spot this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
It has a sub 60% drop. It has crossed 650 million domestic, and it has crossed 1.6 billion worldwide.
It's good numbers. I like those numbers. I like those odds.
So, looking incredible. I'm going to say, Dylan, by far, this is going to be our highest grosses on our rosters. I said, I called my shot. I was like, my roster is getting across 5 billion, which has not happened before. The strength of Spider-Man Brand New Day may propel yours to also get across 5 billion. So each of us having 5 billion
combined.
Yeah, that'd be
sick.
Unprecedented.
Yeah. Big numbers for the box office draft. In second place, your film, The Odyssey, made 31 million, significantly less than Spider-Man Brand New Day, which brings its domestic total to 461 million, also less than Brand New Day, but it has crossed the $1 billion mark worldwide, also less than Brand New Day.
Well, yeah, Brand New Day is clearly the top dog until Doomsday comes out later this year. But yeah, we have $3 billion films sitting at the top of the box office right now because Toy Story 5 still hanging in there, 4.2 million.
Following that was Super Troopers 3 with 4 million.
Minions and Monsters, 3.5 million.
Moana, 2.9 million.
Ice Cream Man, 1.9 million.
The Invite, just under $1 million, with 720,000.
And Cat Video Fest 2026 with 570,000.
Is that what it sounds like it is?
It's a bunch of cat videos, yeah.
Wow. That is a lot of money for what is essentially just a bunch of cat videos you can get online on Instagram for free.
Yeah, but well curated.
A lot of money. Well curated. Okay.
No AI, So you can go in knowing that your delay at the cat videos is all pure. True felines there.
Yep.
All
Let's do
right.
our box office predictions for August 14th to the 16th. Two dinosaur movies. The End of Oak Street is coming out this weekend, as well as Paw Patrol, the Dino movie. Which one do you think is going to take the top spot?
Head to head with Dino films. I'm thinking End of Oak Street is going to take the win. But Paw
Probably.
Patrol, it's got its fans. Who doesn't love dinos? So,
Yeah. I still think Spider-Man Brand New Day is going to come first, though.
oh, without a doubt.
Without a doubt. But I'm saying End of Oak Street, 18 million?
They can go higher than that. It's
You think?
dinosaurs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's dinosaurs, I guess.
29 million.
Okay. It's pretty good.
We'll see. We'll see where it gets to. I hope it's able to get a lot of money. Be healthy to have
Yeah.
multiple blockbusters still thriving as
Yeah,
we
that'd be
exit
cool.
the summer movie season. School starts up again, but yeah, let's dive into our discussion of the End of Oak Street. That's what we decided to go and see instead of Paw Patrol, the Dino movie. Even though Dylan was crushed about that, I know he was excited for it. So, the End of Oak Street is what we went for.
Mhm.
Written and directed by David Robert Mitchell, produced by J.J. Abrams, starring Anne Hathaway, Ewan McGregor, Maisie Stella, Christian Convery. Dylan, your initial impressions.
Yeah, this is the first of his movies I've seen because I did not watch Under the Silver Lake and I did not watch It Follows. And so I really didn't know what I was in for. I don't know what his directing style is. I know this is his first movie in a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, love Anne Hathaway, love Ewan McGregor, love dinosaurs. Seems like it's right up my alley.
Yeah.
My overall impressions, I think it's a really good plot, and I think the plot is executed really well.
Mm-hmm.
I think the subplots are good ideas that are not executed well. I think like the family drama dynamics are a good idea and could have fit well into the story that's here. And I can see what they were going for. I just don't think it lands, and I think it takes me away from what I'm really interested in seeing, which is the dinosaurs.
Mm.
Which is a running theme in a lot of my viewings lately is I feel like the emotional arcs that people have been writing lately in movies, I don't know why, they're just not landing for me for a lot of for various reasons in movies that are like action heavy, and I just really just want to watch the action. And it keeps
Wow.
taking me away from the action. This is like a trend I've been seeing in movies lately. And I just if you're not gonna write a really good emotional arc and it's in an action movie, you really don't have to. You can do a bare bones arc for the character, really, really bare bones, and then just go balls to the wall with the action, and I'll just be entertained, and that's fine. It's fine.
I
You don't
see.
have to have like a really well rounded family drama within this sci-fi action thriller. It doesn't need to be there. If it was there, I think it would make it better.
Mm-hmm.
And I could see what was being gone for, what was being attempted. And there's moments where it works, but overall, I think it falls flat. Other initial impression, there are some really, really good split diopter shots in this movie, and there are some really, really bad split diopter shots in this movie. Those are my impressions.
Gotcha. All right. I agree with you on most of what you said there, especially with the subplots. Agree with that. For me, I don't think they tried too hard with the emotional arc in this one. I think it was pretty bare bones and pretty
You think so?
straightforward.
I think they really
And
tried to go for it. It felt like they
I
were
think it
like really
worked.
trying to make it land, like emotionally.
Yeah, I think it worked though as well. I think on the strength of the performances, especially from Anne Hathaway, I think
She's
it
great in
was
this.
able to get across what it was trying to. But I also think a lot of it, as we'll get into, it's calling on the Spielberg,
Yeah, it is.
setup and the '80s film setup, and so going into it, what that arc is kind of going to look like.
Mhm.
And so, I don't think they do anything crazy with it outside of one particular scene, which we'll talk about. But yeah, I think they played it pretty straightforward there, and I was happy to go along with it. And so I don't think it took away too much from the dino action, of which there were quite a lot. I also think it's a credit to the film that it's very short, like 90 something minutes.
Yeah, I think that's solid.
Keep it tight. And so,
Yeah.
I think they did a good job of giving us the clear, cookie cutter setups for
Mm-hmm.
this family that is in disarray, and then through getting attacked by dinosaurs constantly, they're gonna find their way back to each other and be a stronger family unit. It's a very
Mm-hmm.
clear setup, a well-worn setup, but one that I bought into enough to enjoy throughout the film. So yeah,
Sure, I think it's
that's
fun.
I think so too. Yeah, it's a lot of dumb fun as well. Like they definitely, I was wondering where it was gonna land on that. Like, are they gonna try and keep it like play it straight and really dive into all the intricacies of it? And not at all. I mean, they do a lot of dumb stuff just to have good thrills, good kills, all of that. So let's dive in to the spoiler portion here. So as far as some of the subplots, again, I think the central marriage part, I think that works. The stuff with the kids,
Doesn't work at all.
again, from the Jurassic Park, we talked about this formula, right? There has to be the kids in there.
Mm-hmm.
And so that makes sense. I think they're well performed and everything. They definitely make some very stupid
The kids are good
decisions.
actors. The main two kids are good actors.
Agreed. But they have to get the plot going.
Yeah,
And so they have to do some very stupid decisions.
I'm okay with the kids doing stupid decisions. I think the subplots of like the bully stuff
Yeah,
was I think a little weak. I think
very much so.
I don't have a huge problem with the other girl being there, but she doesn't really add anything to the plot.
Exactly. So that was I was stunned that she didn't end up as part of the kill count.
Yeah.
I thought that was like what they were setting up for. Is like, oh,
Mhm.
these kids and both of them are attached to her in some way, and then she's gonna end up getting got. Like, I thought for sure that was what was happening. When
Mhm.
they ended up doing that, where they try and jump into the wormhole that's like flickering, I thought for sure she was gonna be one that jumps for it, and then she gets like, in Jurassic World when that one poor lady just gets destroyed by all the different
Mhm.
dinosaurs. Like one of the birds come in, swoops them up, throws them up to the bit. I thought we were about to see that. Like she was
Yeah.
just gonna
I
get
thought what
taken
happened to
away.
the kid was gonna happen to her. I thought she was gonna like miss the timing and like hit the tree and like die.
Yeah. But they didn't do that. But then sure enough, they had him, fall and break his
Which was
ankle, I
also
guess.
good. Yeah. Like I
Yeah, and so
mean,
they had to run down, grab him, and then run back up and try
mhm.
and do it again.
Yeah. The action set
So
pieces in this movie are really good. I think.
yeah,
Like
I
the
like him a
way
lot.
they're setting them up and like the way they're amping up the tension, I think is really good. And so I
Yeah,
was thoroughly entertained from an action standpoint. I just think the kids' subplots, I don't even know what the daughter's subplot was supposed to be. Like, I felt like they were trying to set something up with her interest in astronomy in the beginning. And,
yeah,
like, it seemed like she was, like, a little jealous of her friend when her friend's boyfriend was there. Like, maybe she also had a crush on him or something. And then there's just nothing else. Like, she has nothing else to her character other
she just
than,
ends up. She gets romantically involved with that girl, the neighbor girl.
does she?
Um, well, yeah, that was you didn't see that. You weren't picking up on what they were putting down with that.
I don't know. I
No,
didn't
she
really
was
get it.
definitely interested in neighbor girl, and neighbor girl was interested in her. And so the son, yeah, he was out of luck there.
Got
This
cucked by his
is
own sister.
his sister, yeah.
But wait, no. Because at the end of the movie, there's two of them.
Exactly, and that's what I put. We were making jokes about like now there's one for each of them, so they can go home happy. Which is a crazy like thing to just show unexplained. They don't dive into is like yeah now the family just is gonna have two
I think it's
copies
kind of
of their
cool.
daughter.
There's a lot. We'll get to the ending in a little bit, but there's a lot of like ramifications of time travel that aren't quite
They
clear
just
at
didn't
the end of the
care. They're
movie. They
like
didn't
nah,
care at all. But the idea that like you could go back in time and then create like an alternate timeline where you and your like slightly past self are existing at the same time, you're pretty much just twins. I
yeah,
thought about it and I was like, that'd be kind of cool. If I was just walking around with like twin Dylan, who's just me from like the slight future, from like a day in the
dude,
future, it'd be kind of cool.
yeah.
We'd be the exact same person. We'd have the exact same memories. We would think the
You
exact
go.
same. Would we love each other? Would we hate each other? I don't know.
You could do a prestige though.
The
Go out
three of
there and
us could
start
be
doing
on the
the.
podcast together. We would be saying the same thing. They'd be there. We would both be on the pod. Well, I don't know. I was thinking about it. I was like, how would it like work logistically? I'm like, only one of us. It wouldn't be like the Prestige, but only one of us could be Dylan. The other one would have to like change his name and be like a different twin.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But then, how do you decide who's gonna be Dylan and who has to be a whole new person?
Right. Flip
And
the
then,
coin. Be the only
how
fair way.
long into existence do we start like behaving different just because of like different experiences? You know what I'm saying?
Mm. Yeah, now we'd have to
How
have
long would it
researchers on
take?
you
How
guys.
long would it take for two 26-year-old identical twins who have shared an identical life experience? How long would it take for them to start acting differently once their experience starts to change? Because
Hmm.
obviously, if there was a second me and he started to live a different life as a person under a different name and like did different things, we would end up as different versions of Dylan. How long would that
True.
take? I theorized 2 years. I think 2 years, and we're at least slightly different enough to where you can tell
Mm.
physically, and
So
like,
physically, which I mean, if someone gets a haircut or something, yeah, that'll be clear enough. But you're talking about
well, if one of us becomes a
just
firefighter and
personality
the other
wise.
one just like eats junk food, I think in 2 years you'll know who's who.
Yeah, we got the big slob over there, and then
Then jacked
Drew,
Dylan,
Dylan M.
true real
Johnson.
Dylan. Yeah, I don't know.
Um,
It's a good
yeah,
question.
but I think it's also interesting because they totally could have had, and I don't know, maybe the initial script was like this, but when the wormhole reappears, and then so it's the chunk of the prehistoric world with all the dinosaurs are now here in the neighborhood. Like that could have been a whole nother sequence where, like the Lost World, where they're now having to run from the T Rex in modern times.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they just get past that.
But I think it's fine.
Um,
I mean,
which
in
yeah,
reality, I think that sequence would be a lot shorter. I mean, the government would step in at that point.
right, which is what they say.
Yeah.
Like the government comes
Back to the
through,
beginning,
deals with stuff.
since we jumped to the end, and now we're gonna kind of jump back to the beginning now. Thoughts on like the good 20-25 minutes of setup here before they jump back in time?
I enjoy it. Again, I like them
Mm-hmm.
showcasing their quaint little suburban life,
Yeah.
and then the little teases that they do of the plant in the backyard that isn't supposed to be, supposed to be extinct, and then the pile
Mm-hmm.
of crap, dino crap that the neighbor
That was pretty
thinks
funny. Yeah, I
they
like that
put
one.
there to play a prank on them. I thought that was pretty good.
I think I think overall, I think they used their time wisely with how limited they kept the movie. It's only an hour and 35 minutes or something, like you said. And that
Yeah.
the opening sequence is like 20-ish minutes of just set up before they even go back in time. I think for the most part they use that time pretty well. I understand wanting to cut the time down on the movie and keep it nice, short, and simple, but I would have
Mhm.
liked some extra time with some side characters in the neighborhood that we could add to the kill count for like more emotional deaths. Because I feel like the kills in this movie not on par with the dinosaur movie, if you ask me. I think they were kind
Mhm.
of weak, except for one, which was epic. Other than that, I think the kills were kind of weak, mostly off camera. I think they were really, really trying to shy away from an R rating here, really, really leaning into that PG-13 kind of action. But
Yeah.
even then, like Jurassic Park, every kill is iconic in that movie. Every single one. Every
Yeah.
dino kill in that movie is an iconic scene. And only one is iconic in this movie. The rest of them just kind of happen and then we move on.
True. Very
And
true.
I would have liked better kills. Just not gonna lie. And that would have
Yeah.
happened if we had had better setup with like the different characters that are in the neighborhood. And I think it would have happened if the kills themselves were filmed a little better.
Mm, I hear you. I mean, yeah, we get the jerk neighbor. He dies. The librarian lady
It
dies.
feels
We
like
see on
they
screen.
they were really adamant on keeping the perspective on the family,
Yeah.
and so all the kills are from their perspective rather than shifting the perspective of the person who's dying. And I think perhaps that maybe weakens a lot of those kills and makes it a little less thrilling, I suppose. Whereas you look at something like the original Jurassic Park or the original Jaws, for the most part, we're watching those kills one to one, except for the kill in Jaws where the shark rolls over the kid. That's from Brody's perspective, but that one's awesome. That one's awesome
Right.
because of the effect that it has on him. And I
Indeed.
feel like we don't get the reaction shots that we should be getting for the most part.
Yeah. 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 I can see that. I mean, they only really witness. I mean, they
I'm harping on
witness
it a little bit, but
the neighbor guy on the roof
mhm.
gets torn apart.
The
But
kills
I
were
mean,
a
yeah,
little lower.
he's
I
not
mean, the
the most. Yeah,
librarian gets bitten by the alligators at the end, and that just kind of happens.
true. Because that we're so caught up in the momentum of they need to get back on the roof and get out of here.
Mhm.
So yeah, once she gets taken out, we're like, yeah, we knew that was
Mhm.
coming anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, that didn't bother me too much. I don't think.
It wasn't
I
like the
do.
biggest problem because they make up for it with what happens with Ewan McGregor, but
Mhm.
it's still, I mean, for a dino movie that has so many potential victims, I mean, it's a whole neighborhood in, you know, prehistoric times teleported there. There's a lot of potential with that, and I just don't think they capitalize on that as
Yeah,
much as they could.
I think they wanted to foreground the family. I think in the
Absolutely.
beginning, my issue was just it seemed like the neighborhood was completely like no one was there, it's just
Mhm.
empty. So they're
Yeah,
out in
there
the
were
morning
less
walking around.
reactions from the neighborhoods from
Yeah,
the
like all the neighbors would have been out, like
yeah.
figuring out what was
At least
happening.
one. Like there's one
Yeah,
person who leaves to get in his car to go to work or something, but like nobody else cares about the power being out or the water being out.
yeah,
Nobody else has noticed. That's what I'm saying. Is for a movie where an entire neighborhood gets teleported to prehistoric times, I would have liked more involvement with the neighbors in that story, and
agreed.
they're just not
Yeah,
really involved. It is like very very hyper focused on the family for a reason, to try and get that emotional arc to run through it. But no, I would have liked if the whole neighborhood was involved. You know, that would have been cool.
yeah. I like how when they get back to the house, once they know what the deal is, they start boarding it up. So like
Mm.
tearing apart pieces of their house to bolster it. So I liked that aspect of it. And then a little later on, when
Dude, after they boarded up, the conversations they have, those split diopter shots where half the frame is just a character's whole fucking face,
yeah, which we saw in the
atrocious,
trailers a little bit, you weren't a fan. Yeah,
horrible,
you're not.
horrible. The split diopter shots where it is two characters in frame in a normal like bust fashion look,
Hmm.
where it is genuinely like split on the focus rack. That focus rack is like split on like the corner of a wall or something where it
Yep.
blends in a little better. Those look fantastic. Those are really, really good shots. But when it's just their actual fucking face when they're having a conversation, unnecessary. Didn't need it. Hard to look at.
Yeah, I don't know. It was hard to look at, but I was wondering, like, what is the motivation? Like the story motivation? Was there
I think it's a
something
bad
about
choice.
because they align the daughter and the mom are kind of aligned, and then the son and the dad are kind of aligned, but you weren't really like seeing that from that split diopter. They were
It
just
was
sort
just
of
like a
picking
way. It felt like just
whoever
a
was
different way to
adjacent to them.
film the conversation. Yeah,
Yeah, which power to you. Why not?
try something new, I guess. But it just didn't feel like it was motivated by anything, and it was hard to look at for me personally. Big face on the screen.
He hates seeing Anne Hathaway's big face on the screen. That's what he's saying.
Those ones were fun. It was the other big faces I didn't want to see. Also, you're not gonna like this take from me. Ewan McGregor, he's only okay in this.
No, I agree with that. Here's my problem. He is not very good with the American accent.
That's fair. That's fair. I think his
He
character's
tries
just
so hard to enunciate things that the
mm,
deliveries sound a little bit flat when
yeah.
he's in the American accent.
That's true. I don't know if this is a him thing or if it's the writing thing, but I feel like his character doesn't have like a lot of convictions or passion in general.
Mm,
It just feels like he is there for the plot. And I feel like Anne Hathaway's character has like motivations. Obviously, she like wants to write that book. She's conflicted about her feelings with her family and wanting to leave. Like those are all motivation for her. And obviously, his motivation is supposed to be just trying to dig in deep and work because he's like out of work and keep his family together, and everything seems to be falling apart for him. But I don't feel like he's like truly experiencing that conflict. Like, he doesn't feel like he's falling apart to me.
His conviction is he wants to drink.
Yeah,
He's taking
apparently
some swigs.
he is.
Uh,
And he gets cut and
apparently,
he
he
goes,
was
"You can
supposed to be
smell that?
sober.
Oh, oops."
That was kind of hilarious. And the kid with the smoking as well. These people don't think scent can travel. I guess I don't know. It
I
sticks
don't
around.
know.
But I thought the fight between Hathaway and McGregor was really well done. They were both
Yeah, I thought that was fun.
firing all cylinders there. So I enjoyed that. And then I do like how, again, there's like these moments here and there where they're both trying to save each other or protect each other. So like
Mm.
that one where there's a stampede that came through. And so they hop in the car.
That was
And
really
that's when
good.
he's like trying to protect her there. So
Dude, when the
I like that.
whatever Spinosaurus or whatever thing slams into them and they slam into the house and the car catches fire and the house catches fire,
Yeah.
that shit looks fantastic. A lot of the way they shot the night scenes, all the stuff at night was shot really well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really well, like really well lit, really well contrasted. The colors were popping. I think all the stuff at night looked really good. The stuff in the
Mhm.
day looked pretty good. The stuff at night looked really good.
Gotcha. And so yeah, we got that. What do you think of the dinos smashing on a house?
For the most part, I thought the dinos were cool. I thought the dinos were well done. I got a little
Did you?
tired of the gimmick of audience sees dinosaur first and family's oblivious
Yeah,
until it's too late. Like they did that like 3 times.
it did do that a couple times. I don't think you got my question. The
What?
dinosaurs that were making love on a house.
Oh, loved it. I thought that was
There
great
you go. There
because
you
this
go.
is a movie that like did not have almost any laughs. Like there are almost no jokes in the entire movie, which is fine. I don't need the movie to be funny, I guess. And then they turn the corner and the dinosaurs are just straight fucking. And like the characters get a moment to laugh, which I think is fun. And you get
Yeah,
the picture of you and
that
McGregor in
stress
front of the
relief
smash.
of
Yeah.
something so absurd because they were scared. They were like, "Oh God, we're hearing noises around the corner. We need
Hmm.
to
And
inspect
they're
this
also like,
before the
we're
kids
stuck
come."
here forever. Like part
Yeah,
of the stress is like we could be in prehistoric times until we die, which will probably be soon. Like
yeah,
that is also very stressful. And then to have that there, it's kind of like, oh, we the characters get a little bit of comic relief. We get a little bit of comic relief. It looks funny. It's something you've never seen before and never really considered how
yeah. They
big
don't put that in
dinosaurs
a
like that
Jurassic
would
movie.
smash. Yeah, they should. I liked feathered dinosaurs. I thought that was a cool addition.
Yep.
We get to see
And then
dinosaurs with feathers on
Jurassic World brought that out in the most recent ones. Here
them.
they got some of that. But for the T Rex, they went classic.
No, they had
Um,
feathers.
for the big old T Rex,
Yeah,
yeah, a bit
they
of
had
feathers on.
feathers. Yeah.
All the Velociraptors and whatnot
Mhm.
certainly did, but I didn't catch the T Rex having it.
T
Either
Rex had
way,
feathers. The Brontosaurus had feathers, or fur of some kind, like some kind of hair.
right.
They did.
The T Rex was very stealthy apparently because
Yeah, it was
they
really
did not
running up
notice this guy.
quiet. I'm not gonna lie. There's
That was
a
the one where I
there's
was
just
like,
like
"This
a
is."
big yeah. There's like a big notice of attention towards the sound of the Tyrannosaurus walking up in the first Jurassic Park. Like a lot of
That's
attention
what
is
I'm
drawn
saying.
to that.
Like you can get away with any other dinosaur maybe, but you can't get away with a T Rex who is
Running.
so obviously running right towards them. Where even in their peripheral, they should be able to see it. If it were like a squirrel, this is a massive T Rex. They should be able to see it. Number one,
Yeah.
but certainly hear it thumping around. Especially if the most famous instance of like suspense building with sound design
Yeah.
is the Jurassic Park T Rex is thumping, and then you see the rippling in the water. Like, come on, we can't we can't have a T Rex sneak up in a dinosaur film
Yeah.
like that. That's just not gonna fly.
The thing that I thought they couldn't get away with was Ewan McGregor clearly knocking out the T Rex with one swing at the sledgehammer. I thought that was a little bit incredible.
Yeah,
And then he didn't get away with it. And I was like, you know what? They won me
he
back.
didn't get away with it. But that part, I couldn't understand. That pulled me out of the film in a major way because I thought him smacking it and then like actually knocking it out, everyone's kind of like, "What?" Like it's just not believable. And then
Mhm.
he gets his
He just
little,
immediately gets
"Oh, are
back
you
up.
okay?"
Yeah.
Another way, and then his leg gets bitten off, and then seeing that like the wide shot of it, it just looked weird, like the
You
thigh
think?
and the way he was like trying to like grab it because it was very high up on his thigh, like there's only a little bit left of that part,
I thought it was fine.
um, and just the way that I don't
I
know
thought it gave
something with how
enough
they
of
did the
a it gave
CG
enough
looked
of a
odd.
shot to where I'm like, oh, they're gonna get out of this still, but like he just lost a leg. Like, how are they gonna like deal with that challenge? And then it just full on bites his torso off. And I go, oh,
Yeah,
they don't have to deal with it anymore. He's gone.
exactly. But I don't know. It was just such a weird kind of tonal whiplash because we saw something very absurd, and then we see what any other character would be like a laugh moment or just like like a thrill moment of their leg getting taken off. But
Mhm.
you're supposed to feel bad because it's the dad of this family that we witnessed, and then he actually gets his whole body bitten off,
Yeah.
and then it's
I
still
dug it.
kind of meant to be played as like a thrilling oh snap they just went there moment.
I dug
And
it.
then they try and tie in, oh yeah, we are supposed to be like feeling the gravity of the dad just getting killed in front of all the kids. And
Mhm.
so I don't know, it kind of pulled me out of it to where I was like, I don't know where they're going now. They set up so much that again that like Spielbergian classic 80s, all right, the family's gonna get all together. And then it seemed like they totally ripped that away. But
Mhm.
then they were still making like the whole snake thing. I was like, okay, now let's go for it. If we're gonna say gloves are off, anyone can die, let's go for it. But then the snake again is sneaking through the house. It's the biggest snake you've ever seen in your life. 50
Longest snake
foot.
you've ever seen. You're like, Jesus Christ. Longer than 50 feet, dude.
Yeah.
I think it was like 150 feet long.
And
Ridiculous.
it's
How did
able
that
to
thing
go.
coil up in the hot tub or in the pool?
That was
The
my
underground
question as
pool.
well in the beginning. I was like, what? Um, and why would he even go in there? Like, what was the point to go in the little
Yeah.
hot tub?
I don't even know if
But
there were snakes that big.
he's going through the house, not making a peep, a sound, going down the stairs, nothing, absolutely
Again,
nothing.
just kind of irritating me. I just
Yeah,
like the suspense is there, I guess, but like not much. Like,
yeah,
come
just because
on.
it's a little ridiculous. And the snake
At
looked
this point,
a little derpy, but then when he opened his mouth and the
it
teeth
looks
came out,
scary. Yeah, the,
yeah,
the the derpiness of the snake was kind of funny. Him like coming up on Anne Hathaway's like,
yeah. Um, so again, I don't know, just the way they do that is
yeah,
a little bit of a shortcut to get to
yeah,
the suspense of like, yeah, there's no sound being made by the biggest snake in the world, but still, for the most part, I enjoyed it. Anne Hathaway like stabbing
that was sick.
desperately to get that thing out of there. Yeah, that's great. Um, and then yeah, we talked a little about the wormhole stuff. I did like the alligator
Mhm.
type reptiles that we had, and then I did like again the ending where they did the whole Back to the Future and they had a chance to call, order a pizza to a house to get Ewan McGregor over there so he could be saved. I liked that. It brought it back around to that the
I
family
like it,
vibes
but
they're
I
going
don't
for.
like a lot of the implications that exist now, time travel wise. A,
Right.
Ewan McGregor now exists in a timeline with family members that he technically did not exist with, and his family members that he did exist with are trapped thousands of millions of years in the past.
Yeah.
You know, like they are the same but not the same. In the same way that this girl who now has a second version of herself, they are the same and not the same. You know, they are two
Yeah.
versions of the same person, and even though they have the same memories and the same bodies and everything, technically they are different if we're acknowledging that time is not something of a closed loop in this situation, which is not a closed loop. They are creating a new timeline here by saving Ewan McGregor's life and bringing him back to life.
Yes.
Um,
They
there
also
has to be
send
some kind of
themselves.
conflict there.
She's sending
Yeah,
versions of herself and her kids to go die in the prehistoric.
she said,
But
"I
what if
don't."
they
She
showed up?
said, "Yeah,
What
what
if
if
they
they
now
actually
showed up
got through?"
here?
Yeah. Well, no,
That'd
no,
be
because
interesting.
they would get into a wormhole and they would go back in time to 1150, and
Mm.
then that would be the closed loop. Is they just keep getting Ewan McGregor to come to deliver the pizza, and eventually there has to be maybe like a timeline where they don't make it back, and that's the closed loop. I don't know,
What
but the
if in the new
whole
version, because Hathaway won't
well, think
be
about it like this:
the
those
dad?
versions of themselves got transported millions of years in the past, and they don't know where Ewan McGregor went, and so they're stuck there without him, and they're like,
Yeah,
"Did he abandon us? How did this happen? Like, why he was in the house? Where did he go?
right.
He's
Well,
not
he
here."
hadn't come back to the house yet because he would have been pulling up. And how it actually happened, he was pulling up, so he wasn't supposed to be home. He didn't get home in time, and then now they just got transported. And they're like, oh no, he's gone.
Oh, sucks. Sucks to suck. Yeah, I don't know. It's complicated.
Indeed, it is. But yeah, they just kind of brush it off, which I think is a wise choice. And why not? Again, keep it a
Yeah,
tight sub 100-minute little blockbuster film. We don't need to
it's
go into all
fun.
the time
It's
travel
fun to watch.
implications.
A lot of the action is just really good. They have really good action scenes.
I
That
agree.
kid cannot shoot an arrow to save his fucking life,
He
dude.
can't. I thought that was a funny bit a couple times where he's, especially when they're
Missed
trying to save the
every
girl, and he's like,
fucking
"I got
time.
this," and then missed against the
When he
T Rex.
shoots
He
at
missed as
the
well.
T Rex, mixes it. Biggest fucking dinosaur out there, man. And he just shoots the wall, and it doesn't even like hit the wall hard. It goes tink. I'm like, what did you
Yeah,
think that was gonna do, bro?
yeah. I mean, at least he tried something, but
Also, bro, that dog
didn't work.
invincible.
I know, dude.
That dog cannot be beaten.
Starbuck, goaded dog,
Fell
came
from like
back.
15 feet, bounced back up, ran up the stairs, still fighting alligators, gets to the roof with the family, makes the jump with them,
Exactly.
follows them off the roof into what it does not understand is a time portal. Is willing to
Yeah,
jump off the roof with them because that's what they're doing. That dog, that's a loyal dog.
100%.
Yeah, good dog.
MVP for real. All right, the actor of the year. We've talked about
Mm.
this. A few actors are going on crazy runs with 3, 4, maybe 5 films this year. We have Anne Hathaway, Zendaya, Tom Holland, Robert Pattinson. Where are the rankings at now that we've gone through the summer and we've seen Odyssey, Spider Man, and now this, featuring a few of our actors, our candidates here.
Well, I really liked the drama.
Indeed.
I think Pattinson's at the top because I really enjoyed it.
All right.
I think. I think Zen. It's hard after Robert Pattinson, man. It's hard because I did not really enjoy Devil Wears Prada 2, but I really liked Anne Hathaway in both this and The Odyssey. I really liked Zendaya in the drama, but she didn't really have presence in either Spider-Man or The Odyssey. And I
Right.
really like Tom Holland in Spider-Man, but I didn't really like him that much in The Odyssey.
True.
So it becomes tough. Robert Pattinson's the only one where I'm like, every single time I see him, he's been great. And we still
Indeed.
have more movies to go. So I'm going to go Pattinson number one. I'm going to go Anne Hathaway number two. But by a
Yep.
very close margin, Tom Holland. And then we put no, because the drama's so good. Zendaya by a close margin, and then another close margin, Tom Holland.
All right.
But I
Here we
did really
go.
like Spider-Man. What's
Yeah,
your
I
ranking?
think right now it's a very close toss up between Pattinson and Hathaway, just because she's been
Mm-hmm.
in more things and has been like the leading factor in more of these things.
True.
So again, Devil's Wear Prada, that's just delightful in Odyssey. I liked her performance. Honestly, I don't think people were talking Oscar winning, all that. I don't know that I'm on
Oscar
that
winning
boat.
is crazy.
I liked it, but yeah, no, there are
Maybe
some things where
nominated, but
it
not
was a
winning.
little much. This one though, I thought she was fantastic. I think all the
She's really good
beats
in this, yeah.
in this were like pitch perfect. So I love that. And then Pattinson, again, the drama turned out he was really the star of that one, and he's
Yeah, he's
fantastic in it.
great in it.
And the Odyssey, fantastic as well.
Mm.
And so almost without a doubt, he's gonna win with Prime Time, and then whatever he does in Dune 3 as a weird little guy.
Yeah,
And so
undoubtedly. Because Anne Hathaway's done for the year, right? This is her last one.
she has one more. She has Verity, some Colleen
Oh,
Hoover
right, right, right,
adaptation.
right. And was the fashion one this year too? Mother Mary? Was that
Mother
this year?
Mary, yeah, which I
I
haven't
didn't
seen
see
yet.
that one. I guess I have to watch it for the Actor of the Year standings.
We're
But
gonna
then
have to,
Zendaya
yeah,
also has Dune 3,
indeed.
and she has Avengers technically. I don't know how she's
Maybe
barely going to
we
be
don't
in
know.
that.
Again, technically, they're not billed for it.
Well, Tom Holland has
But we'll
it.
see.
Tom Holland has Avengers,
Well, again, technically,
and
he's not billed for it, but
is he not?
we're gonna see. No, but they're just probably hiding that. I don't know. He's gonna be a tease maybe at the very end into Secret
Okay.
Wars, but yeah, I don't think he's gonna be one of the like main Avenger players
Okay.
in it. But I have
So
no
is
clue.
Tom
Again,
Holland done for the
I've
year
seen
then?
one
What else
trailer
has Tom Holland had this year?
for Doomsday, and it was the one that played in front of Avatar,
Yeah.
Fire and Ash. So I have no idea what's going on in the movie. But Tom Holland, I think, is done outside of Doomsday later this year.
Okay. But Zendaya has
Good.
Dune, Anne Hathaway has Verity, Pattinson has Dune, and
Prime time.
Robert Pattinson's killing it, bro.
He
He's
certainly
great
is.
in everything he does.
So at the moment, I'm gonna give it to Hathaway because she's been more critical and more in the starring role. But
Sure.
again, come prime time, Pattinson's probably gonna
What
snatch
about
it
Zendaya
back.
and Holland? Who takes it over who?
I don't know because Holland is not that great in the Odyssey,
Mm-hmm.
but he is very good in Brand New Day. And
Always
same thing
is
with
because he's
Zendaya.
very
Like
Spider-Man.
she has these smaller parts, but again, I think she's always great.
She's great in the drama.
She is. I'm just surprised. Yeah, I thought that movie would have had more of Zendaya in it, but yeah, she sort of isn't as prominent. Um, so I might give it to Tom Holland as number three, and then I'm sure with Zendaya with Chani Dune 3, she'll take it back. But I think
Sure.
Brand New Day did enough
Yeah,
to
I get that.
outweigh
I
the
just love the
Odyssey.
drama, but I get that.
Yeah, you definitely love the drama more than me, so that makes
Mhm.
sense. So yeah, I'll give Hathaway by a slight margin, then Pattinson, then Holland, then Zendaya, and then we'll check in at the end of the year once we get our Doomsday double feature and we can see how it all shakes out. Yeah, what an exciting time for these actors.
Indeed. How many mistimed wormhole jumps out of 5 are you giving End of Oak Street specifically?
I'm giving End of Oak Street 3 out of 5. How about you?
I'm also giving it 3 out of 5. I was teetering between 3 and 3.5, I really liked parts of it to where I was leaning towards 3.5, but then I don't know. There's some scenes that I'm just really bored, and
Dang.
I just want to get to
Okay.
the action, and then the action comes, and it's like really good for the most part. But I'm like, this is like so close to being perfect, and I wish you had just gone all the way to make it perfect. It's like right there. It's right there.
Right. I think it's a fun time.
But it's fun. It's definitely fun. It's a lot of fun.
I wish it would get a bunch of success because these are the type of blockbusters against like
Yeah.
mid budget level.
It's
You know,
entertaining. It's got good actors in it. It's original. It's fun.
exactly.
Yeah.
Fun premise, all
Everybody
that
should go
stuff's
see
really
it.
good.
It's definitely entertaining. But for now, that's all the time we have. If you'd like to give your thoughts on the show, you can email us at theboxofficeshowpod@gmail.com.
Our main title theme for the show is Sundown by Joseph McDade.
And if you like the show, please give us 5 stars, whatever podcast I've been listening to. And be sure to tune in next week. Have a great rest of your day.